There it goes. All right, time for G.I. Joe. BMAC wasn't able to join us today, so I'm going to be filling in on the G.I. Joe front. And I believe he wrote me notes, which will be great because I haven't really been on this product development line for a year. So we are gonna wing this, and if you have questions, I will get you answers later. Sound great? Perfect. I love this for all of us. All right, first slide. Nobody's gonna love this, and I don't love getting to say it, but due to unexpected shifts in production, many of our 2025 G.I. Joe product shipments will be delayed. We're working very hard to minimize the delay, and we'll keep you updated, and we appreciate the support of the G.I. Joe fan community. So you probably have a lot of questions about this, and I can't answer any of them. So stay tuned for more kind of updates as we have more information about this. We'll make sure that you are updated as quickly as possible and that we have those accurate consumer promise dates for you. So we promise to be as transparent as we possibly can about how this will affect you. Does that sound fair to everybody given the circumstances? Excellent, thank you. All right, so one of the things that BMAC really wanted to make sure that we did first here, because we know that we accidentally skipped it at PulseCon, is, that's right, render reveals. We didn't realize how much people liked render reveals until we missed them. So first up, we have Footloose. So he will be joining our mainline collection in 2025, and he will also double as a great troop builder for a nicely camoed trooper. Wow, no applause for Footloose, guys? Thank you. And not to outdo Footloose, but here is our first look at your first Pulse exclusive of 2025. So world building has always been at the heart of G.I. Joe, and we really want to make sure that we're coming up with ways to expand yourself, or your shelf, and I guess yourself, dealer's choice. So this is our kind of new Cobra perimeter, so you're actually able to build out this kind of small Cobra bunker. But when you see the ecom photos for this item, you will absolutely understand what we mean by expand. So included in your Cobra Defense perimeter is your all-new Trench Viper. Ooh, thank you. So here is the full offering all in one image so that you can see how much you're getting in one pack. But also, did we mention that this thing is kind of modular and it all comes apart? So take a look at some of the cool things that you would be able to build with this. So if you're inclined, make sure you buy multiples so that you can build to your heart's content. And our 60th anniversary collection was a huge success, and we want to keep honoring the legacy of G.I. Joe. So coming in 2025, we have our all-new Legacy collection that will be representing first responders, and we could not think of a better place than New York to show off our Legacy collection firefighter. So we will have another first responder that will be revealed later in 2025, so keep your eyeballs peeled. How are we doing so far? Good? Awake? We're all alert? Excellent. All right, so back at PulseCon, BMAC mentioned the hunt for the mass device, and he said that he would be back with info before the end of the year. So are you ready to learn what that means?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure you're ready for what is on the next slide, because when I saw the first model of it come into the shop, we see a lot of toys, right? Like we're pretty kind of jaded when it comes to looking at new toy development, but when I saw one or two toys. But this thing is insane. So that's right, that's a polar bear. Here's the actual notes that Ben wrote me instead of just me going, wow, polar bear. So throughout 2025, there will be 3 items that will contain the mass device catalyst elements for you to assemble. So Snake Eyes, seen here, comes with the radioactive crystals that make him and his hands glow. The hands seen here are actually clear plastic to emulate the glow from exposure in the old TV episode. This is also the reveal for the polar bear that we hinted at back at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, that was like a really long time ago, and we've all kind of forgotten about July at this point, but we did hint to this. So if you look closely at his left shoulder, you can also see that you can swap the smooth fur in for an arrow panel. So there's also a cool reveal under the panel, but you're going to have to wait for Lenny to show you that when we officially reveal the product next year. Guys, we're making a bear. That's insane. The world of G.I. Joe is magical and never-ending. So speaking of things that are magical and never-ending, let's talk about our pre-orders that are going to be launching on the 22nd. Is that a Monday or a Tuesday? Tuesday, top notch. Thank you guys. So these pre-orders will be launching on Tuesday because we don't want to, our teams are already off for the weekend, so we want to give them a little time. We want you to have a little bit of time so that you're not rushing during the convention. So first up is our first official reveal of Retro Craig Rock and Roll McConnell, looking snazzy in his OG green shirt uniform. So we removed the tattoos and did what we could to make him as authentic as possible to his initial release. So it'll be on retro cardback in a blister, just like the 2024 wave of retro figures. But we're very early in getting this in front of you, so we don't actually have the packaging to show you quite yet. So that will be another adventure later on. So pre-order for Rock and Roll, just like the next two figures that I show you, will be Tuesday, October 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern on Hasbro Pulse and wherever other fine toys are sold. Sound good? Right? Everybody loves Rock and Roll. All right, so up next, making the leap from exclusive to retro cardback is everybody's favorite shirtless dentist, Dr. Shredder. Everybody should send BMAC a nice note on Instagram telling him how well he captured my voice in these notes. I am loving this. So with the more authentic original purple colors, along with the cape and cowl, however you choose to define his dapper accessory. So printed with the Cobra logo in silver on the back, just like the original figure, you'll notice we're doing what we can to be as authentic to how their cards were printed and had the burst updated to what we call the digital burst, which was what our retro card backs looked like when these original figures came out. But we're not done with our digital burst yet. We know you all love a good troop builder. So our last physical reveal of the day is our retro cardback Cobra Viper. You were all concerned that he should have had bare arms, so good news, now he does. So adding another troop builder to the retro line, this Cobra Viper will look great next to your retro Cobra Troopers so that you can build out that classic army on your shelf. So as I said with Rock and Roll, all three of these retro cardback figures will be available for pre-order on, that's right, say it with me now, Tuesday, 22nd. Oh my God, that was so good, guys. Thank you. At 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Hasbro Pulse and wherever fine toys are sold. So they'll be joining your collection in 2025. We will do everything we can to keep you as informed on that timeline as possible. So who wants some name-only reveals? Yeah, that's right. So, joining us in 2025 is the leader of Darklonia and brother to Destro, Darklon. Who expected Darklon on their G.I. Joe bingo card for this year? Everybody? Yeah, you did. So, will he have his ridiculous weapon featured here? Yes, he absolutely will. I know, everybody's so excited about this. We're doing some weird name-only reveals today. It's gonna be a great day for everybody, including Crystal Ball, who is one of my favorite characters. So all I can say is that this isn't your classic Crystal Ball. Lenny and team have really taken this character in an amazing direction, and diverting from the notes, I actually have seen a model of this, and he does look incredible, even for people who are not a fan of his original figure. So I think you will all be very pleased with it. So it's really going to be something that you need in your classified collection. And then lastly, for name-only reveals, we have our ever-present ninja, but this time it's his version 4 look for Snake Eyes. So Lenny has hinted at this not so subtly, so it felt like it was right to let you know that he is officially coming to 2025 as well. And he'll be a mainline figure, so no worries about being able to find this guy. So we know that there are a lot of fans that this was your first ever Snake Eyes. This is the Snake Eyes that you think of when you think of Snake Eyes. And so we wanted to make sure that everybody had the opportunity to get him. And then here is a little teaser of something that's to come. So we'll let you speculate on this one for a while, but all will be revealed in 2025. So, thank you so much for listening to me on G.I. Joe. Thank you to BMAC for preparing that wonderful deck.